Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Saturday. So they are giving me the word masculine today. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is in a bit of a mess. You know, he's looking at his life, he feels it's a mess, he may feel like a mess today. He may be looking in the mirror thinking, wow, I need to change. I need to change myself, my appearance, the way I am. I need to pull myself together. So I feel today the energy around the masculine is he's pulling himself together. He's moving out of the mess that he's created for himself. That could be the mess of his own life. It could be the mess in his mind. You know, what he's physically and emotionally creating through fear, stress, struggle, and his own pain. So I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine, the silence today. So what's the masculine going through today, please, angels? What's he going through today? And remember, we're doing a DM to DF reading later on too. So on this day, somehow I know that you will always be in my life. So he feels good today because he has that knowledge. You know, some part of him, some, deep-rooted part of him knows that you're always going to be together. That you're always going to be in his life, no matter how far away you are from each other, no matter what blocks come in, no matter what situations occur. He knows that you're always going to be there. You know, that you're always going to be there for each other. And that doesn't mean that he sees you as a doormat, divine feminine, that he thinks, oh, you're always there and he hasn't got to do anything. It's like this beautiful knowingness and this reassurance of the soul and this comfort that you are meant to be. Somehow I know, regardless of the time we've spent apart or, even if there doesn't seem to be a way forward, I know that you will always be in my life. And I feel that's also energetically and spiritually. So he knows that you've had many lives before together and that you are eternal, that you go on. It's not just limited to this physical life. And I am processing my feelings. So he absolutely is. Now remember, if the masculines are silent, distant or quiet, they're doing two things. They're processing the feelings for sure, but they're processing the way they feel about you. The way they feel about you, the intensity of the connection, and also the processing what they need to change in relation to you. Because to be with you, he may need to leave his wife. He may need to, release himself from a karmic situation. He may need to come out into the open about a few things. He may need to sort out his finances. He may need to quit his job. He may need to move. He may need to admit things to his family and his friends. He may need to make sure his children are taken care of. So that's what he's doing. So you may think, well, why is he taking so long? Why doesn't he just tell me how he feels? But it's everything else he's dealing with. So he's going over everything in his mind and he's looking in the mirror today and he's thinking, wow, my life is a mess. I'm a mess. I feel like a big masculine. So he needs to sort that out. He needs to become this powerful version of himself, not the distorted version. He needs to become the confident version, not the version where he feels lost and alone and like he's lost a part of himself. And, we all resonate with that. We all can think about a time when our masculine seemed like, the shadow of who he truly is. And you know who he truly is. And you see the difference. You see the difference, you notice the difference. And you'll notice the difference when twin flames are in union than when twin flames are not in union. Because the masculine, the feminine grows, the feminine, you're this light. So in separation and, the times when you aren't in union, you shine just as much as when you're in union. But the masculine, there's a dramatic change. There's a dramatic change. When the masculines aren't with the feminine, they seem like a shadow of who they were. They seem like a mess. Even if, to you, your masculine is everything. Perfect, wonderful, gorgeous, sexy, but you know that they're not operating at their full potential. You know that they may be tired or drained or looking a bit old. They're not the person that you know they can be. When they're in union, they're operating at their very best. So they look healthier, they look happier, They look more vibrant. And the masculine knows that, he says, my life works better with you in it. And he understands that sometimes he's a total fool because he knows that. But when he's processing his feelings, he also feels safe because he has that inner knowledge and that inner knowingness that you're always going to be in each other's lives. And that's what the feminine struggles with. Feminine, you struggle with that more than ever because you think that when they are blocking you, ghosting you, ignoring you, not replying to you, or they say it's over, you actually feel it's over. Or you feel like they've gone for good or they're not returning. And that's because you're learning to trust what the masculine already knows. The masculine already knows that you are forever, that you are truly meant to be. He knows that within him, and that's why also the masculines can take more time because they feel safe in the knowledge that you're meant to be. Feminines, you feel afraid of that knowledge and especially afraid of accepting that knowledge in case you get disappointed or let down. So you feel like it's on a timeline. It needs to happen. You're itching for it to happen. And the masculine is kind of saying, I'm teaching you to slow down, to relax and breathe, and to understand that we will always be in each other's lives. And he's processing his feelings, but he's also reminding you from a higher level that he is your greatest teacher. And he's teaching you this too. And he's processing his feelings about everything because he knows full well he can't be with you if he's with someone else. And he knows full well he can't give everything to you if his mind is elsewhere, or if he's distracted, or he's dealing with addiction or fear. So he is showing you he needs that time to process his feelings to move this forward. And right now he's in this energy where he wants to leave the karmic partner. He's not happy there. He wants to change his life and he's coming out of the cave. And what I'm feeling with the masculine is, he's looking around and he's thinking, where is she? What's she doing? So he's curious about you too. And he's also processing his feelings about that. Are you going to be available? Are you with anyone else? What are you doing? So he's also curious about you. But regardless of that, he knows somewhere inside of himself that you'll always be together. And that always connects you no matter what, because you are connected by so much more than a physical love. It's something magical, spiritual, and it's ordained by the Creator who created you and created your twin. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.